This is a cost breakdown of the world's cheapest John boat that I have fully modified and improved on a lot of things that I don't like about it. I've made tours of it, I've made build videos, but I have not done a total cost breakdown. And I'm gonna talk about different, well, it's gonna be focused around money. Is it worth things, or certain things not worth certain things? And I've been out on this boat for hours and I've had goose egg fish. So today we're going to talk about how much everything costs and if I would do it again. I do want to give a huge shout out to Red Tuna Fishing Shirt Club. It is so epic. Personally, I blow through fishing shirts, mostly due to fish blood and specifically that Dr. Juice saltwater scent just getting everywhere and staining everything. Anyway, Red Tuna Fishing Shirt Club reached out and said, hey buddy, we got the solution to that problem. Now, Red Tuna is a unique monthly subscription service that delivers high quality fishing shirts from top fishing lodges and charters from around the world. Each shirt comes with its own story, adding a personal and exclusive touch. Now, Red Tuna is a family-run, veteran-owned business, and during my research of this company, I found nothing but thousands of 5-star reviews, so I had to give them a try, and I love my shirts. So thank you, Red Tuna, for keeping me stain-free with new monthly shirts that come with awesome stories. Check them out with the link in my description. All right, the first thing that we have on our list is, of course, the John boat itself. So it comes in a lot of different prices, a lot of different brands, and a lot of different names. But this particular boat is the Sun Dolphin American 12, and it is a plastic John boat. Now, there are lots of different types. There's the Pelican Intruder, there is the West Marine Dinghy, there is the Pond Prowler 12. They are all basically identical, but this boat is the one I chose to go with. And honestly, although they're all the same, I paid $600, $599 from Tractor Supply on sale. I've seen them go as low as $459 and as high as $800. Depends on when you buy it. It depends on what, depends on where you buy it. But I paid about $600, making it the world's cheapest John boat. And I absolutely love it. You guys know I'm a boating channel, specifically a tiny cheap boating channel. And this is, I don't know if it's my favorite tiny boat. I love my Pond Prowler, but this thing is really, really, really hard to beat because of its size. And it's fairly stable. If you haven't seen my Tiny Boat Nation aluminum flooring kit installation, it really helps with the stability, but we'll get there. But overall, $700 is very likely what you're going to pay just without any sales. So we're gonna say this hull is $700 and it doesn't come with the cleats or the foam or anything else. Just the hull is $700. Do I think it's worth $700? Heck yeah, it is the world's cheapest John boat. I absolutely think this thing is worth $700. So that's number one on the list, the actual boat itself. All right, I have a Newport Vessels 46-pound thrust trolling motor, and this thing is a tank. Now, I've had two Newport trolling motors, and this one is my most recent. It's a 46-pound thrust. I really like it. I have to have salt water because, well, I am in salt water, and the 46 pounds does plenty. I go a hair over 3 miles an hour at top speed, and honestly, it really does the job well. I've added a rudder to it, and in the past, I've actually had fish finders mounted to it, and you know, it's my only gripe with it is the prop is a nut instead of just a little twist off like my Minn Kota autopilot motors or iPilot motors. So I do have a gripe about that, and if you do need to replace anything like a prop pin, the prop itself, the prop nut, or the washer, you have to buy the whole kit. The whole kit is only $30. For example, I needed to replace just the propeller on this because it got chipped up. Nothing against it, I've just had it for a long time and use it a lot, and I had to spend $30 getting the whole kit. No big deal, but I can replace my all props on my iPilot trolling motors for $12 from Minn Kota. But other than that, I really like it. This comes in at $180. If you get the 55 pound, you're gonna be looking at $200. If you get the 30, you're looking at about $150. So $180, well worth it. I would probably just get a Minn Kota if you are going to go the freshwater route, but it's hard to beat the beefed up Newport Vessels. Really appreciate it. And inside here, you can't really see my box. My transom's kind of a mess because I've got all my stuff chilling out in here. But, well, actually, let's talk about the box itself first. So this is an epic little thing. Let me move all my crap in front of the boat here. So this thing is pretty sweet. This is the Newport Vessels battery box. So I have a 100 amp hour lithium lifetime Bluetooth battery in here, which I recommend. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. I review a lot of different batteries because it's a hot topic and I get a lot of them for free. And they're pretty much all the same, but that is what I'm running in here is the 100 amp hour Bluetooth, get the Bluetooth battery. Let me show you why. We'll just cover the battery real quick because you can literally do this. I've been boating for quite a while and I open up my app and I have 75% battery remaining. So that's pretty awesome to know because I've been on the water for a long time and I've went miles and miles. But anyway, the Newport battery box protects it from corrosion, whether it's freshwater or saltwater. You can test it if you have a lead acid, but it doesn't work with lithium. It won't be accurate, and I don't recommend you run lead acid. I've been stranded so many times. It has a USB port right here for iPhones and anything that's USB, and it also has an accessory port for anything that you want to plug into the accessory port right there. So that's really handy, and overall it just has quick connect terminals, and it has breakers built in, and it's just a good way to be able to carry your battery really easily, protect it from the elements, from all the splashing, especially saltwater corrosion, and plug different devices into it. I like the quick connect terminals much better than having the actual screws on the battery itself, because oftentimes I actually broke the graph that I had on this boat. I broke the transducer, so I just took the whole graph off. But other than that, I actually connected right up into the quick connect terminals. So that's what I got for the battery. That's what I got for the battery box, and that's what I got for propulsion. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yes! We got a fish! We got a fish. Just a little trout. Nice, dude. Oh my goodness. I knew we'd get one. Heck yeah. John Boat always produces, man. All right, this flooring kit. The number one gripe I have with this boat, and the number one gripe a lot of folks have with this boat, is the ribbed flooring. The ribbed flooring is horrible. So my friends at Tiny Boat Nation reached out and said, hey, we can fix your flooring solution. What I had before was not good. It was like, I think it's 80-pound horse stall mat. It was really, really bad. And anyway, they gave me a sheet of aluminum, or a bunch of aluminum sheets that are pre-cut, and they fit my boat perfectly. So we've got one over the bow, we've got one right here, and we've got one on the transom, and they also sent me the HydroTurf, but we'll just stick with the aluminum for now. That runs about $380. That was a gift, and I think they're sold out, but I will put the link in the description. Depending on the time you watch this video, you may be able to get your hands on them by then, but it's about $380, and the HydroTurf runs $110 a sheet. This black marble HydroTurf from Tiny Boat Nation is actually a smaller sheet, so they had to send me 2 of them, so that's about $220. But if you get a different color, then just contact them, make sure you get the right size. So $380 for the aluminum sheet and $210 for me, but it will probably be about $110 for you because they'll make sure you're taken care of. But this foam right here is a lot cheaper. This is only $65 worth of foam, and I had a lot left over. This is just, I think it's Ocean Broad is the name. Everything is gonna be linked below, so you don't have to worry about it, but this stuff is really nice. It keeps it cool in the summer, it's non-skid, and it's really easy to clean. So, because I personally like to stand on it barefoot in the summer, and when I'm standing on these barefoot, this plastic gets really hot, so I like to be able to step up here. This dampens the vibrations, dampens the noise of my feet, and it's grippy, and it doesn't burn my feet in summer. So this is an absolute must. I absolutely love this foam. It is a huge game changer, and not to mention, it makes the whole boat look significantly better. So I like that. So get the sheet. That's about $60, $65, and that's all you need. Now we'll talk about this, which is $23. This fish ruler. It actually matches pretty good. It goes up to 40 inches, and it just looks really, really good. I didn't put it on at first, and then I held it up and I was like, yeah, this matches the foam too well. So I had to add this ruler. It was about $23, well worth it because I measure a lot of fish. Next is the folding cleats. This boat did not come with any cleats. So I guess I'll actually show you one folded and one not folded. So I spent $23 for a pack of 4, and it's really cool because I don't really use my cleats a whole lot. So I like them down because I'm jumping in and out of the boat in all angles. I've got 2 on the bow, and then I've got 2 on the stern. So when I'm jumping in, swimming, doing stuff, fishing, messing around, I don't like the cleats to be sticking up like that. My other boat, they're like that. I don't like that. So I like them to be able to be folded. So I installed them myself. I've got a video installing them, and of course they work really well. I've got the 4-inch model. Again, I'll link them into the description, and they work really, really well. They look great. The boat really needed something in there, and it looks like it came with it, and honestly, it should have came with it. So that was another $23. And I also don't have it on right now, but in the summertime, I do have a bimini top. Most of my Sun Dolphin videos, you'll see a bimini top. If you don't know what that is, it's a retractable sunshade. I'll pop up a photo right here of it. And this is an absolute lifesaver when it comes to staying out of the sun and getting some shade breaks. And it's really nice because it's retractable. It takes 2 seconds to pull it up. You just attach it to these right here. You literally just whoop, put it on and take it down really fast. So they're actually out of stock. That was a gift from my friends at Kimimoto. They were out of stock at that. I think it was about $120, but I found another pretty good option for about, I think it's $60 on Amazon. I'm gonna find whatever best option there is. The one that I have, that I also have on the Palm Prowler, they sold out. Sucks. I don't know. I literally sold them out in the first week, and then they replaced it and then sold them out again, and they just never went back. So is what it is. And lastly, the graph that I broke that I've been using on this since the day I got it is the Garmin Striker 4. It is the cheapest Garmin fish finder they make, and I absolutely love it. It has been an absolute workhorse for me. I don't have it on right now. I need to replace the transducer cord on it, but if you are looking for a graph, that is the one I use. I've got a full review on it, and if you see me fishing, you've seen that graph. So I broke the transducer, but that is what I use for it. Anyway, this has been a cost breakdown of the world's cheapest modified boat. Now the total price, including the bimini top, but excluding the Garmin, because you don't really need it for a flats boat. I just like having a screen on here for water temperature and stuff. The total comes out to, including the bimini top, $1,974. So after tax, we're looking at over $2,000 for this complete build. And that doesn't include any anchors or nets or emergency paddles or bilge pumps. That's just extra safety gear. But for the bare bones boat, everything you see here is gonna run you about $2,000. Now, would I spend $2,000 again on this boat? Well, first of all, I didn't pay for most of it. The Lord has blessed us with partnerships on this channel, so I thank you, Lord, for that, and I thank you guys for watching this channel and making it happen, because I couldn't have afforded all this stuff by myself. But would I spend all this again? Absolutely. The only thing that I might consider doing differently if I was spending my own money is I might look into building my own flooring solution instead of spending, for this colorway, $380, because that's $400 plus $200. So we're looking at $600 for this flooring solution. That's pretty steep, even though it's the best I've found. It's ultra lightweight and it works really well. But other than that, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching these silly boat videos. I just love everything on the water. It is a gorgeous day. I'm gonna try to enjoy some fishing, see if I can get on some fish before this sun sets. I'm gonna head home and eat some salmon with my wife. Anyway, God bless, guys, and I'll see you next time.